Hi guys, I'm finally back with a much needed hair video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Yolanda, also known as Yola Naturally, and I want to thank you for stopping by. I hope you like what you see. And for all my OGs, thank you so much for hanging in there with me and coming back. So for those of you all who are new, let me give you a quick little recap of what's been going on with me for the last 9 months. 1, I'm going through a divorce, so I am currently separated from my husband. 2, my daddy died. 3, I'm going through menopause. So needless to say, my hair has been going through it. It's been falling out. I have been neglecting it. I had split ends. It was terrible. But I recently got it professionally trimmed, and she had to take off about 3 inches. So really, that's a cut, in my opinion. But it's finally even. And it feels a whole lot healthier, and I'm ready to grow some hair. Y'all ready to grow some hair with me? Let's do it. Okay, so I'm starting off on freshly shampooed hair. And I also applied a color rinse to take care of those grays. What else did I do? I deep conditioned my hair, and then I applied a leave-in conditioner, and then I used my Rev Air to dry my hair and stretch it out. So now I'm ready to start my mini twist, and here are the products I'll be using. The Mizani Miracle Milk Leave-In with 25 benefits, some Shine and Jam Supreme Hold Conditioning Gel, the Camille Rose Guava Slip Whip Souffle Styler, and I'm going old school, y'all, Blue Magic hair grease with Indian hemp. Okay, so my hair is sectioned off and I'm ready to start my first twist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Moisture Milk leave-in and I'm going to spray on my scalp. Just kind of work that in a little bit. And then I'm going to apply this grease to my scalp. You don't need a lot. And that's going to seal in that moisture from that leave-in. And then I'm going to take my Shine and Jam and just kind of go over the roots to lay them down a little bit. Trying to make this look a little neat. Always making sure my hair is detangled. And then I'm going to apply my moisturizing styler. Just a little bit. Y'all, this stuff smells so good. I'm gonna apply that. Make sure I get those ends really good. Okay. Then I'm gonna divide it in half and twist it up. Smoothing as I work my way down. Now when I get to the end, I'm going to apply a little bit more of that styler, really good to moisturize those ends. But then the final step is I'm going to take some more of that grease and kind of seal in that moisture. And make sure I seal in those ends really good. And there it is. Nice and juicy and moisturized. Okay, while I'm doing these twists, I wanted to share with you about how I've been reflecting on this season I'm currently going through. It's definitely a season of change since I've become an empty nester. It's a season of grief with the loss of my father and the loss of my marriage. And it's a season of new beginnings because for the first time in my 55 years of life, I am living on my own. And it has not been easy. There have been many a nights where I have cried and cried and cried so much to the point where my eyes were just so puffy I couldn't even open them. But I believe in the promises of God, and I know He has better days ahead for me. As a matter of fact, those days are getting better and better already. Although I'm still going through a divorce and I'm still missing my dad, I am so grateful to all my family and all my friends, all my YouTube family, everyone who's been there for me to help me during this difficult time, sending me encouraging words, praying for me. I'm just so thankful. So while I was reflecting on all of this, a word came to mind, and that word is intentional. So although I'm still going through this season, I can still choose to be intentional on how I live my life. I plan to be intentional on how I care for my hair. I plan to be intentional on how I care for my body. I also plan to be intentional on who I choose to be around so I can protect my peace. But most importantly, I want to be intentional on how I spend my time with God. Because when I'm intentional and I focus on God, then I'm becoming the best version of myself so I can be ready for all the blessings that He has prepared for me that I know are heading my way. So that word intentional has really changed my mindset as I go through this season. I know I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to continue to hold on to His promises. So I have a question for you. Are you being intentional on how you live your life? If not, give it a try. I guarantee it'll change the way you look at things. Okay, now back to this hair. I follow this woman on YouTube. Her name is Curly Chemistry. I love her. She is a chemist, and her channel focuses on having healthy hair from a scientific point of view. And she talks about the benefits of using hair grease. Now, many naturals like to stay away from hair grease because we're afraid it clogs our pores in our scalp and that it's too heavy. But the fact is, it does not clog your pores, and it's very helpful in sealing in moisture. And keeping your hair moisturized is one of the key factors in length retention. And if you were a child back in the 70s like I was, then you know our mamas, grandmamas, aunties, and them use hair grease on our scalp. And my hair was long when I was little. So I don't know why we got away from using hair grease. There's nothing wrong with it, y'all. So that's why I'm being intentional and adding it back into my routine so I can seal in moisture in my scalp and throughout my hair strands. Okay, so every now and then I would do a twist and my ends still look raggedy. Well, in that case, I like to dust them by taking my hair scissors and cutting off those little raggedy pieces. Because your ends are the oldest part of your hair. So when they start to look thin like that, most likely it's due to split ends. And if you don't take care of them, they're going to continue to split all the way up your hair shaft. And that's not good for length retention. So you need to go ahead and dust those ends, baby. Don't be afraid. Now, doing these twists does take time, but it's worth it in the end. But you don't have to sit through all these twists. So with the power of editing, voila. I am done, and my twist feels so good, y'all. They feel so juicy. That moisture isn't going anywhere. Now my hair still looks a little uneven. I don't know why, but oh well, I'm not worried about it. Now usually mini twist and fine hair don't get along because you tend to show more scalp than you do twist. So I had to be intentional on the size of my twist and the way I parted my twist. I try to use that bricklayering method to try to cover up as much scalp as possible. And some of my twists are a little bit bigger than others. I'm even going to be more intentional on how I prepare my hair at night. I'm going to put my twist into my braid bonnet, and then I'm going to put another bonnet on top of that And then I'm going to sleep on my satin pillowcase. Now you can't get more intentional than that. Good night. Okay guys, it is the next day and here's how my twists look. I'm pleased with how they came out. They feel very moisturized. All that moisture is sealed in there with that Blue Magic hair grease. But yeah, I'm pleased with how they came out. Now there are some pieces. Let me see if I can find one. Where's that one? There it is. See that right there? That needs to go. And I had no problem taking my hair shears and just cutting that off. Just a little bit. And next time it will curl better. I think I have some more, let me see. There's another one. You can tell right here. Just a nice little snip. But yeah, let me show you the back. You can see most of my scalp is covered up. Some of the twists I had to make larger than the others, but that's okay. It all kind of blends in there. I don't know yet how long I'm going to leave them in. Definitely at least a week. I'm hoping to maybe get a week and a half, but after a while, if it starts to look kind of ratty, then they'll have to come out and I'll go ahead and wash my hair. Now the thing I got to remember, y'all please pray for me, keep my fingers out of my hair. I have such a bad habit of tugging on it and pulling on it, and that's not good. This is a low maintenance, low manipulation hairstyle, and it doesn't help if you keep using your fingers and playing in your hair. Now I will use my fingers to massage my scalp because that also helps to stimulate hair growth. But other than that, my fingers need to be out of my hair. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you enjoy videos like this and you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and join my little YOLO family because it is growing. And I so appreciate every single one of you all. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss another one of my uploads. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.